This is how to make your man obsessed with you, like he cannot get over you. Remember, my advice is bad advice only. So, good girls, pick me, independent ladies. Ugh, please scroll past. This video is not for you. Number one, be his fantasy, not his reality. Don't be too available because trust me, babies, a little distance creates desire. Let's say, for instance, you guys just finished a date, you're back home, and he texts you, like, oh, hope you're okay. I enjoyed my date with you. Don't reply immediately. That is going to create some tension. When you do reply, keep it very flirty and playful and say something like, thought so too, so you miss me already. Number two, create unique memories in his head about you. The goal here is to make sure that he cannot experience something without thinking about you. Example, if he loves a certain song, like he loves a particular song, tell him that that song reminds him of you, that anytime he's listening to that song, you just cannot forget about him. So now anytime he's listening to that song, he'll be thinking of you. You can also do something unique by wearing a particular scent of perfume, something that is very, very common and popular. So anytime he scents that perfume, anytime he scents that, he's going to be thinking about you. Number two, be his peace and also his challenge. Be the one who makes him feel very, very good, but don't let him get too comfortable. Say, for instance, he's complaining about his finances, like, oh, things have been going bad for me. My business is this. You can say something like, oh, you've got this. Don't worry, I believe in you. But then you can playfully add, please don't let me down. I have really high standards. This shows that you're very supportive, but you still hold him accountable. And he's not about to mess up your soft girl life. Because remember our motto, soft life is not a choice, it's a birthright. Number four, be very, very sweet. And then all of a sudden we drop. Because you know why men do this to us a lot. They will love bomb us, love bomb us, love bomb us. And then we will very, very clingy to them now. They will now withdraw all of the love. And that is when you will start yearning and crying and wanting him more. So do the same thing. Uno reverse, do it to him. Love bomb him, love bomb him, love bomb him. Be very, very sweet to him. But after a while, just withdraw that love and sweetness. Like, let's say, for instance, he's always texting you, and whenever I text you, you're replying immediately. After a while, in the middle of conversation, like you guys are having a very, very serious conversation, just stop replying. Like, you're even with your phone, just stop replying. And when he complains about it, like, oh, you stop replying me fast and stuff like that, just say something like, I cannot be at your beck and call 24/7, babes. And then laugh it off, make it look like a joke. Trust me, all of these things is just psychology. He will not just think about you, he will be obsessed with you if you do everything together. Why? Because we are now rewriting men's playbook and we're using it back on them. Don't forget to like and follow for more bad advice, and please leave me a nice comment in the comment section. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.
If you want a man to be completely and utterly obsessed with you, watch this video because I'm going to show you exactly how. Now, I'm going to give you a warning before going in. If you are one of these people that says, I don't have to be doing all that to get him to like me, I'm just going to be myself and it's going to work out. Well, this isn't about not being yourself. This is about being yourself and adding a little something to it. You know what I mean? And also, if my videos are hitting your For You page, chances are you're single and it hasn't worked out for you. So I'm sorry, that was mean. I promise the information's really good. Just stay with me. So how do you make him obsessed with you? This is going to sound simple. It's going to sound kind of stupid, but it works. I'm a dude and I know this. You have to play into the male ego. Oh, we all know how huge the male ego can be. I mean, chances are you've experienced it yourself. You know how he is. So you play into his ego by activating this buzzword called his hero instinct. What does the hero instinct mean? It basically just means that a guy, when he's around a woman that he loves, he wants to feel capable, he wants to feel smart, he wants to feel like he's adding to that woman's life, like he is her protector. Seriously, why do you think mansplaining is such a thing? Because men, we want to feel like we're adding to someone's life, except most guys don't actually realize that's kind of annoying. But anyways, I'm not here to debate that. I'm here to tell you that even though you can do all of these things on your own, if you truly want to make this man really feel these feelings towards you, then you want to ask for his help. You want to ask for his opinion, his input on something. You want to make him feel useful and like he's adding to your life, like he is your protector. If you can make this man feel like fucking Superman when he's with you, powerful. It's like the old, like, can't open this jar of pickles or whatever, and you can open it yourself. You can just hit it a couple times against the table. But if you give it to him and you're like, hey, babe, like, you help me? And he goes and he helps, like, his ego in that moment, I'm telling you this as a guy myself, we feel like fucking Batman when we do that. And most importantly, these feelings, when he's with you, he's going to associate them with you. It's the little things, you know, the little details. I talk about the hero instinct in the first part of my book. And the second part of my book, I talk more about how to make him obsessed with you, but in a more darker psychology kind of way. So if you're going to read my book, just please be a good person. If you want to get my book, you can click on my profile and go to my bio, and the link is right there. And follow me on here because I make content like this all the time.
Men will forever choose the woman that is mentally stimulating them and offering them a challenge so they can start the chase and pursue her rather than the Victoria's Secret model that is given to them freely. The only thing a man truly needs to commit to a woman and to also stay satisfied throughout long-term relationships until marriage is the chase. He needs to feel a sense of urgency to be with you. That sense of urgency will keep him on the edge of his seat, chasing, pursuing, providing, because he knows if he does not put any time, resources, money, flowers, jewelry, gifts into you, he will lose you. So how do you trigger this sense of urgency within your man? By not being convenient, by not being a doormat, by not bending over backwards and jumping when he says jump.
If you want him to be addicted to you, obsessed with you, it is not about what you wear. It is not about how you act. It's this one thing that will keep him interested in you and obsessed with you. Men do not really get heard or seen for who they are in today's society. If you can really see him, admire him for his true qualities, and validate the things that he does well, to make him feel like he's competent, to make him feel like something he's doing is bombastic and amazing and fantastic, that is your feminine power. To truly see the masculine in him, to speak that into him, because then you will become irreplaceable. Often men cheat and women think, oh, but she wasn't as good looking as me, or she wasn't this as me. Men search for that intimacy, to be seen by a woman, to be seen through the feminine's eyes as something worthy and incredible. And now I'm not saying they should have cheated, but what I'm saying is, if you can harness that feminine power of seeing him and voicing it, girl, that's the one.
How to get in a guy's head. How to make him freaking obsessed with you. Now, I don't know if you're going to want to do this because they are going to be all over you. There will be no more chasing needed by your end. They're going to be wrapped around your little finger. Number one, text him his name and then don't answer. None. Done. We're ghost. We're gone. There is no response after that. He is going to be first kind of freaking out, kind of shitting himself, but then he's going to get into like, oh crap, I really want to know what she wants to say, whatever, and be so invested in you and in that conversation for as long as you don't answer. And then once it is a couple hours, and when I say a couple, I mean about 4 to 5 hours later, then you can say, oh crap, I totally forgot what I was going to say. He will be wondering about it for days. Number two, hold eye contact with him. It makes him so nervous and it creates like this sex drive, and it'll make him want you even more. It'll make him start that obsession with you. But you have to keep the eye contact like very strong and very not weird and awkward, but just like you're actually looking at him and you're looking directly into his eyes. My favorite thing in the world is telling a man that you don't know if he's your type. You're still kind of figuring it out. Now, this will make him want to be your type. This will make him want to figure out what your type is and be that person for you. And he's going to be invested into thinking everything that you want from him, and he's about to do that. Because men can't lose, and now it's a game to him. And last but not least, tell him that you feel safe with him. Guys love to be in their masculine era, and if you tell him that you feel safe with him, then he will be in that masculine era, and that is exactly how he wants to feel with a woman. So good luck, but use this wisely.
Men need the chase. 3 ways to make a man chase you and become obsessed. So if you want to go from just one of the many girls that he's speaking to the one that he can't stop thinking about and is obsessing over, then you got to make him work for your attention and time. Men need the chase. Men want the chase. Without it, he's quite simply never going to see you as a prize that's worth holding on to. And of course, people are going to say, oh, I don't like playing games. Why can't it be more simple? Blah, blah, blah. If you don't want the truth, then quite simply don't watch. Number 1, make it hard for him to get the early dates. So for the first 3 or 4 dates, just be hard to see. When he invites you out that weekend, say, oh, sorry, I've already got plans. Then when he offers you another day, probably the next week or something, say, oh damn, I'm really sorry, I'm busy again. If he likes you, he'll probably keep on offering other days he's free on, to which you should say, look, honestly, I'm really busy at the moment. I just don't know what my plans are going to be like over the next couple of weeks. Maybe next week I'll check what I'm up to and let you know. He'll then be hoping and waiting that you're going to get in touch, but don't get back to him. This is literally making him chase. The result is, in this period while he's hoping and waiting, he's going to be completely obsessing over you and thinking, damn, is she going to get back to me? Should I text her? Oh God, this girl's doing my head in. If he doesn't follow up with another invitation the following week and double text you, then trust me, all he wanted is sex in the first place. If a man's really thinking about a girl, he never gives up and he will keep on going and chasing you until he gets that date. Number 2, don't engage with him too much when you're speaking to him via text. When he initiates conversation, have a small exchange, make a joke or two, show him that it's not that you've got a lack of personality, but don't get into long drawn out conversations. Definitely don't ask him anything about his life, his work, his views, his interests, or basically anything personal. Because that's exactly what he wants. He wants you to show interest, he wants you to engage, but once you do, he starts to think he can have you and that he can turn on the charm and your value plummets. He's hoping that you'll chat to him so he can show off and try to impress you and put on his moves. So you've got to play it cool to show him that you're not easily impressed and aren't going to be a pushover. And the ultimate way to do that is just to be completely nonchalant to all his efforts. When he asks you about your life and tries to engage you and get talking, give him small, matter-of-fact answers and end conversations in a polite but abrupt manner. Less think, I gotta go, but chat later, kiss vibes. You can really drive him completely crazy and take this even further by ignoring the odd message. He sends you and force him to double text you and follow up at a later time. This is making him act in an uncool manner. It annoys men, it drives them crazy, but the result is he's going to totally want you and obsess over you even more. Number 3, when you first start talking, never like his Instagram posts and never watch his stories. If you've already been sticking to points 1 and 2 and he's still keen, then he's probably thinking about you non-stop, doubting whether you like him or not and desperately hoping that he's going to get a date. And of course, he is definitely hoping that you're watching his stories and looking at his social media, because that's his attempt to show the world and especially you how cool he is. Watching his story is one of the biggest signs that you're interested in him and his life. So simply don't do it, make him work for your attention. That was 3 points which drive men absolutely batshit crazy. Trust me, I've experienced all of this myself. And if I'm basically attracted to a woman and have already decided that I want a date, this behavior makes her seem cool, powerful, mysterious, and 1,000 times more attractive. Peace.
I am going to tell you how to make him obsessed with you. Use it carefully, but I'm going to tell you. Number 1, be the prize, not the pursuer. The minute you start chasing, you shift into masculine energy. Men don't value what is handed to them. They value what they perceive as high status or slightly out of reach. Instead of proving yourself to him, let him prove himself to you. He's the one applying for the role and not the other way around. Imagine walking into a luxury boutique versus a discount store. In the boutique, you don't just grab things, run around and rummage everything around. Be the boutique, not the discount store. You understand the perceived value? Number 2, give him something to miss. If he always knows where you are, what you're doing, and who you're doing it with, and how you feel about him, there is no mystery. Distance creates desire. Whether it's physical space or emotional restraint, leave some things unsaid. Zip your mouth. Instead of texting every detail of your day, just say, I can't wait to see you, and leave room for curiosity. When you see a trailer of a movie, you don't just want to know what happens in the movie, you want to watch the full movie. Let the movie develop.
Number 3, be the woman he feels lucky to have. Men get hooked on perceived value. This isn't about being hot. It's about being the kind of woman he admires and has respect for. Have standards. A man always treats you at the level you accept. Test. If you stop putting in effort tomorrow, does he step up or does he fade away? A man who values you will chase harder and not get lazy. Number 4, make him feel like a man. Men fell in love with the way they feel around you. Ask for help even if you don't need it. Give him a role to play, protector, provider, problem solver. They thrive off that. He wants to be the superhero. When he does something for you, show real excitement. Not fake, over-the-top stuff, but genuine feminine appreciation. Be like, oh my God, how did you know? That was exactly the thing I needed, blah, blah, blah. Number 5, have a life outside of him. If you make him the center of your world, baby, he'll take that for granted. High value men don't want a woman who's just sitting around waiting for his attention. Be busy, have hobbies, go out with your friends, let him see you thriving without him. That is the most important thing. Text him something like, can't text much today. My schedule's super packed, but can't wait to see you tonight.
If you want someone to be like legit obsessed with you, there are a few things that science tells us that you can do right now. As a relationship expert, I've spent my life studying the art of attraction, and I've seen a lot of examples of people trying these things out, and they work. First thing you're gonna do is just remember that rejection breeds obsession. Have you ever noticed that when a guy pulls away from you, it doesn't make you like him any less? Like, in fact, it makes you like him more. It makes you wonder what happened, draws you to him. So if you want someone to have that like little obsession feeling start up within them, you need to find little ways to reject them, like not responding to a text out of the blue. Next way to make someone obsess is actually evil. It's by mixing pleasure with pain. Studies show that when the same person creates both pleasure and pain to us, it creates a psychological attachment to that person and creates that like obsessed feeling. So you want to make sure that you're alternating between giving them lots of positive attention and then just totally pulling that attention away. See, I told you guys this was really toxic, but it works. If you end up in a situation where somebody like isn't giving you the respect you deserve, to make them obsessed, you need to be willing to just get up and walk away. Being willing to just walk away like it's nothing makes you obsess worthy, and most guys are not used to girls who have the confidence and inner strength to do this. So if you're not being treated like a princess, bye! And watch him come running towards you. Finally, guys, if you want someone to be obsessed with you, you need to be obsessed with yourself. I don't mean faking it. I mean understanding and truly knowing that you are magical, because when you feel that shit, when you feel like your best self, other people are programmed to believe what they see. So if you want someone to be obsessed with you, it has to start here. You need to be obsessed with what makes you you. And if you want to make him even more obsessed, follow me on Instagram for more relationship tips and tricks. Love you guys.
How to make him obsessed in 5 easy steps, part 2. In the first part, you already know how to behave around men, how to talk to him, how to behave on a date, so he will be literally obsessed. So go watch part 1 if you didn't. And in this part, I will tell you what kind of woman you have to be to make him obsessed. So listen carefully and follow me for more. So first of all, girls, number 1 and very important thing, you have to be obsessed with yourself. You're gonna put yourself as a priority on the first place in your own life. Your own interest, your own business, job, friends, lifestyle, everything, self-care. You have to be a little bit selfish, so men will see that, okay, even if I'm gonna get here, right, and give her something, it doesn't mean she's gonna remove everything else from her life. He has competition with all of these things in your life, with your interest in life. Because if you sit at home, you don't take care of yourself, you have boring life, you don't have any interest, you don't have any passions in life, you can't make man obsessed. He's gonna get bored because you're bored with yourself. So if you want to keep his interest, put this interest back to yourself, self-develop. For example, come to my workshop, Dream Woman, read my books, do something to elevate yourself, your appearance, how you look, how you dress, how you smell, what's your makeup look like.
It's all very important, because first impression of the man, it's of course your appearance, then it goes to your energy, because even if you're the hottest girl in the world, if your energy is off, men not gonna get obsessed with you. So work on yourself. When you feel that your life is amazing and you obsessed with your life, you will see how easily any man will fall for you, especially wealthy, successful men, because they want women who has all of these passions in life, emotions, who will share this resource of life energy with them. They don't need boring women. They don't need women with no interest. They don't need women who is not in her feminine energy, because they have this enough. They have enough friends, business colleagues, all of these people that's not bringing them to this place of euphoria, life joy. Let me know if you want me to film part 3.
If you want that man to chase after you, come crawling back completely obsessed, this video's for you. Circumstances do not matter. I don't care if this man broke up with you, told you he doesn't want you, and he's not going to change his mind. If you do what I'm about to tell you, see how quickly he switches up. First, we are not gonna stalk them. We don't care who they're talking to. We don't give a shit. We're gonna focus on our self-concept and make sure that you have really good beliefs about yourself throughout the day. Your mind, you're gonna be telling yourself, I am the best. Everybody wants me. Nobody compares to me. And then throughout the day, you're gonna be telling yourself, he only wants me. Stop thinking about me. I'm the only person that he wants. He completely changed his mind. When I tell you this shit works, it does not take long. I've heard people who have done this in just a few days. Their man is messaging them, completely apologizing, being a complete different person. The reason why it works is they just changed their assumptions, just started thinking, being delusional, visualizing this person as the ideal version.
There's one thing all men need in order to be obsessed with a woman. Nobody seems to talk about it because it almost feels old-fashioned. But if that one thing is missing from your relationship, it is almost impossible for that relationship to last. So ladies, listen up. The most important ingredient for a man in a relationship is that his woman at all times admires him. But she shouldn't just admire him because he is what he is. He needs to feel admired for what he does. What he wants most is to feel that his woman sees him as her hero. And for every man, this means that he needs to feel that he's useful in his woman's life. That what he does for his woman adds extra value to her life, and she cannot do these things easily for herself. And the problem men face nowadays is that women don't admire them anymore, because we women can do almost everything ourselves. We don't really need men anymore, and that shows in our attitude towards them. And it's fine that you can do everything yourself, that you're super independent, and your man probably knows that and loves that about you. But let him know that you choose not to want to do everything by yourself, that you love it when he does things for you. Because that is how you keep this relationship alive, by making your man feel that he's special, that he's your hero, that only he can do things for you that nobody else can.
Having people obsess over you is not about affirming, he's obsessed with me, he loves me, he can't stop thinking about me. Because if you are in the identity where you view yourself as someone that naturally has people obsessing over you, you wouldn't have to sit there and affirm it. You would just naturally be like, yeah, it's normal for people to obsess over me. It's normal for people to go out of their way for me. I'm always the one that's being prioritized in my relationships. Like, no doubt about it. It's all about shifting your mindset. Even if in the past you always had shitty relationships, people treated you like shit, if you can create a new story for yourself and be like, no, it's normal for me to get treated like a queen in my relationships. I don't even have to ask people to do anything for me. They just always do nice things for me. It's just natural at this point. If you are able to shift the story from men never commit to me, men never want me, I'm always the second option, and change that story to now being men are always so affectionate towards me. I always get the treatment that I want in relationships. I get treated like a fucking queen, point blank period. That's just how it is. You will notice that people will start to reflect that, because the energy that you are emanating within yourself is how other people are going to treat you. You will always have people obsessing over you when you see yourself as the prize.